Okay, first things first, sorry about the lack of proper lighting in this video. I just smashed a few bulbs on my second set of lights, so I have currently only got one, so if I look really pitted or sweaty, I'm sorry. There's fuck all I can do about it right now. If I'm that hideous, turn it off. So yes, second Q&A video. I'd just like to say thank you so much for your feedback about the first Q&A video. I've had people on Adult Work, FetLife, my email, and YouTube obviously coming back and saying that they really enjoyed it. I done another video about becoming a pro dom with some advice for people that want to become pro doms, and that got really positive feedback too, so thank you so much. I actually deleted that one because I watched a bit of it back yesterday and it was just me rambling shit that you don't care about or need to know. So I'm going to make another one, and just basically it's going to be really short to the point, so if you couldn't be arsed sitting through this saga that was me talking shit for an hour, it's fine. There's another one coming that is going to help you. Okay, so like I said, thank you so much for all the feedback, even the 2 people who gave me a thumbs down on YouTube. I know who you are. You're probably still watching this though, aren't you? I got loads of questions from loads of my profiles, and yeah, I was just absolutely thrilled that you all really enjoyed it. Because we all know, if you put something of yourself out into the internet, you know, you never know if people are going to enjoy it or think you're an absolute arsehole. So it's good that people enjoyed it. So like I did last time, I wrote questions down. And I'm going to kind of go between them so you don't get too bored. Okay, question number 1. I got this on FetLife the day after I posted my Q&A. And the person actually said that they were really disappointed I didn't cover this subject in the video. So he asked me, would you ever give someone a blumpkin? No, fuck no, 1,000,000 times no. For those of you who don't know what a blumpkin is, I didn't know either. I googled it, and it is performing oral sex on someone while they're having a shit. So no. I know that some of you guys might be into going down on a woman while she's having a shit. In fact, some of you probably fucking love it. But I would never suck a dick when they were having a shit. Why? Just because. It's because I don't fucking want to. It is that simple. Okay. Most bizarre moment I have had at work. Now this is a really good question because I have all of these really bizarre moments written down, so I went back for reference and I checked, and it's definitely one I had recently. I had a client for the first time, and I know he's not able to visit me for quite a long time, so it's not like I'm going to lose another session by telling you this story. Anyway, he came to see me, we had a great session. It was 3 hours, I think. And about 2 hours in, we were having a great time. He was really enjoying himself, so was I. And I took him over to the spanking bench, strapped him in, and started my very sensual impact play. And then just as I was getting up to the cane, I'd worked my way up, so about, 20 minutes into a good spanking, he said to me, "Oh, is it the 21st tomorrow?" And I stopped and had a little think, and I said, "Yeah?" And he said, "Oh, tomorrow marks the 16th anniversary of my father's death." Now, that doesn't sound that bizarre, but when you're in a sexual setting and you're beating the fuck out of someone, and then they just come out with that, it is weird, and I tried so hard not to laugh. And he kind of said something more about it. I can't remember though, because I was too busy trying not to laugh. I couldn't believe it. And he said, "But I'll put that away and deal with it tomorrow." So I thought that was pretty fucking bizarre. I mean, think it, but don't bloody say it. Why do you never mention / talk about your life anywhere? What, my personal life? My personal life, there's not much to my personal life really. You all see where I'm going on Twitter, you know where I am, you know who I'm hanging about with most of the time. As for relationship wise, I think we get to this later on, so hang in there. Did you know you do your eyebrows far too dark? Yes. Have you / are you subbing to the male dom you wrote about? No, never. That was a plan. I had planned to, and I was very excited to. After my kind of initial sexual identity struggle that I had after it. But yeah, that plan was very quickly brought to a halt. I found it weird that your parents suggested being a dom. Did you have a weird childhood? I didn't grow up in a cult or anything. My parents weren't prolific swingers or that had the girlfriends and boyfriends around the house or anything. But truthfully, yes, I had quite a weird childhood. My mum dressed me really, really fucking weird when I was a kid. And I'm not talking about a little weird, I'm talking like really fucking weird. And I went to a really small Catholic school, so I had 20 people in my class. And I wasn't allowed out the gate till I was 12. So by that I mean that if other kids came in for me, then I wasn't allowed out. I couldn't go to the park, I couldn't go ride my bike, I couldn't go to the gala, I couldn't go to, if the shows came to town I couldn't go. I couldn't do anything unless my mum came with me. People were allowed to come to the house and play with me. I had a trampoline, so people often did, but I wasn't allowed to do anything at all. I couldn't even go to the library by myself. So basically, all of the childhood that I spent sitting in the house, not allowed to kind of have a childhood, my mum was really kind of fixated on my education. So when I was a kid, I was really, really intelligent, believe it or not. And I was in a reading group by myself throughout the entirety of primary school. And I was actually that far ahead. I was about, I think it was four levels above everyone else in my class. And I can remember one time actually, when I was in primary 1, I got taken to primary 7 to read out a book, because it was the book that they were reading at the time. So yeah, I was really clever, and that ostracised me because I took different tests from everyone else. So if everyone else was doing a reading or spelling or whatever test, I got taken out of the room to somewhere else because I wasn't at that level. So I got given different homework from everyone else. Basically, every single thing that they did in class, I did something else. And although we were kids, nobody ever mentioned it. Everyone did know. So that was weird because it would have been nice to kind of bond over not being able to spell xylophone. So yeah, I was really, really intelligent, and my mum dressed me really fucking weird, and I wasn't allowed out the gate till I was 12. And then by the time I got to high school, my mum had been dressing me that weird that it kind of just became the person that I was. So I was still a freak, and I had really crazy hair, and I'd done my makeup really fucking badly, and I looked like Robert Smith out the Cure, but if Robert Smith was wearing a jester hat, a pink velvet cape and moon boots. But like I said, it was a really small Catholic school, so everyone was okay with me being like that. Whereas when I got to high school, it was a bit of a culture shock, because people were not okay with the fact that I dressed like that, and they were not okay with me. I got really badly bullied for it, and I begged my mom to buy the shoes that everyone else was wearing, and the bags and the jackets. I wanted everything the same. I didn't want my hair dyed bright red. I didn't want my eyeliner done like that. I didn't want to wear all of this to school, but no, she refused. I didn't get bags that everyone else had. I didn't get the shoes. I'm not going to go into actually what she bought me to wear for the first day of high school because I will cry. Aside from that, so that set me up for failure straight away. People hated me at high school, and also I was used to being the intelligent one, whereas when I got to high school, shit, there's people that are just as intelligent, if not more intelligent than me. What the fuck? This blew my mind, and I just couldn't believe it. I was used to being the golden child, and that very quickly evaporated in front of me. Aside from that, what was weird about my childhood? My parents are weird in the sense that they are really truthful with us, and they always have been. I'm saying us, I've got an older sister. Massive age gap though, 10 years. But yeah, when we were growing up, even as tiny little kids, we didn't get lied to about anything. So basically, well, here's an idea. My parents' motto is, life is hard and then you die. My family have the worst luck in the world. I've never met people with worse luck than what we have. And they never lied to us. They basically told us that everyone was shit, life was going to be really hard no matter what we did, but that we just needed to get on with it, deal with it, keep our heads down. And every time that something really bad's happened in my life or in my sister's life, that's all we get. We get the, yeah, well, life is hard. And that's it. You just got to deal with it. No kind of mollycoddling, pussyfooting around. No. You know what? Yeah, you did get cheated on. Yeah, you've got leukemia, but what are you going to do about it? Nobody has leukemia. So yeah, no matter what, if we got beat up, both me and my sister were really terribly bullied at high school, and I broke my coccyx, and a girl booted me in the coccyx. One day, I'll always remember that, she booted me down the stairs, and I've never knew pain like this in my fucking life. And I ran home crying, and my parents just said, yeah, well, that's life. People are horrible. Just got to go on with it. And that sounds really grim and really depressing, and I used to hate them for it. But now, having lived my life and I have been through some terrible, terrible things, I'm glad that they are the way they are, because I have realised through some horrible, horrible things that, you know what, life is pretty hard. For a lot of people, for the majority anyway, and you do really need to just get on with it. Now, people get annoyed at me for saying that because they're like, oh, you don't know what it's like. I have struggled with mental health since I was 12 years old, as soon as I got out the gate. And no, I fucking know what it's like, and it's the worst thing to say to people, oh well, that's life, just get on with it. But really, it is. And you don't just need to get on with it. Even in the worst fucking darkest moments, the only person that can pull you out is you. The only person that can carry you along is yourself. So yes, life is fucking hard. Yes, you do need to just deal with it. Every time you fall, you just got to get back up. No one's going to help you. Ever. Do it yourself. And I'm really glad that they raise us like that now, because I am without a doubt a lot stronger than a lot of people my age, because they've been given participation medals and told that yes, of course you can be an astronaut. Whereas my parents were just like, don't be so fucking stupid. For one, you're too fat to fit in an astronaut suit. Two, never gonna fucking happen, mate, because you're one of us and your life's gonna be shit. If that was all a bit grim for you and a bit depressing, it wasn't very funny, it wasn't very light, it was about life. And those questions are shit. Talk about sex or anal or something. But yeah, sorry if that was grim. I didn't mean for it to be grim, and I'm very happy with the way I've been raised, Mum, Dad, if you see this. Okay, so let's get on to something. Oh, we've done that, yes, we've done that. Okay, we've not done this. Outside of doming, what is your life like? Boring as fuck. Truthfully, I am a very antisocial person. Everyone that knows me really well knows this. I go out like 4 times a year, have a wild time, and that's me pretty happy. I have a better half. We've been together for years, we have a dog together, we live together, and we just coexist very, very peacefully. Whenever I'm not working, I am with him. We like to go on holiday with the dog, because we're OAPs, yeah, all my time kind of spent that's not doming is either with him or with my family. I have very few friends, and that's through choice. I hate everyone. Seriously. Now, if you know me, you will know this to be true. No, I don't actually hate everyone, but it takes... I was going to say it takes a very special person for me to want to spend time with them, but then I know a lot of special people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to spend time with them. No, I rarely see the friends that I have. I love all my friends to bits, and I think they're the best thing in the world, but I'm quite a little hermit. Inca calls me a hermit all the time, and it's so true. One of the really amazing benefits of moving to Glasgow is nobody knows where I live, as in my friends from Edinburgh, so nobody can turn up at my door. Before I moved to Glasgow and I was living in Edinburgh, in the town, in the city centre, people used to turn up at my door because they would know that I'd be in, and they knew where I lived, and then they would come in, and it was my worst fucking nightmare. So in Glasgow, nobody knows me here, nobody comes to my door. It's just amazing. It is heaven. And as much as I miss Edinburgh and Inca and the dungeon, I love it here for that reason. Aside from doming, what do I do? Like I said, I look after my man, which is probably not the image that you want. Sorry, let's go back. Erase all that. I drink Moet champagne every day. I only wear Louboutins. I live in a chateau in Pollock Shields. I wouldn't even want to live like that if it was an option. No, I spend all my time with my better half, my dog and my family, and sometimes I go out for a drink with my friend. Always singular though. I don't have a group of friends. I hate going out with groups. I just don't like it, because there's always one or two or three in my case that you just really don't like, you don't want to listen to. So yeah, I stay away from everyone, mostly because people generally really annoy me, and I know that I annoy people, and that's fine. I completely understand that, but yes, the world is a better place if I stay away from everyone. And I write. I am a writer. I write for a few friends' magazines, and occasionally someone else will ask me to write something for either their magazine or their blog or whatever. And also I've been writing a book for fucking years, since I started being a dominatrix. It's not even about being a dominatrix. I am only 23, but I have done a lot, seen a lot, and been through a lot. Not through choice again, and not done a lot intentionally. But yeah, I've had quite a life, and I've got plenty to write about, and yeah, so I write about everything that happens in my life. I write it down, no matter what it is. So if you've ever said anything horrible to me or done anything horrible to me, I fucking remember, because I definitely wrote it down. I've been writing everything down since I was like 9, so you're fucked. Okay, next question. Is there anything as a dom you would like to learn? Yes, I want to learn blood cupping. I want to learn loads of medical stuff. I saw Inca do it multiple times, but I want to learn how to do it. Like, I want to get a certificate. I want a qualification in that shit. What else? I like to learn fucking everything. I want to learn everything. My rope bondage is pretty weak. I can do shibari, nothing too extreme or complicated. Whereas Inca's just like fucking, and it's all amazing. I'm just not, I'm not a very technical person. So yeah, I want to learn how to do very complicated, cool looking rope bondage, and I also want to learn how to do all the medical stuff and blood cupping. Someone actually offered me a chance to learn blood cup. I can't remember who it was. Aside from that, I know a lot of things already. Do you have any hobbies? Just covered that, writing, and I was a makeup artist, so I enjoyed doing my makeup. Actually, one of these questions is, who does your makeup? Well, my personal private makeup artist that I take everywhere around the world with me, obviously. I don't know if I gave you the image or the illusion that I'm doing that well in my life that I can afford to have a makeup artist travel with me all over the world. I wish I had that life, but unfortunately no, it's just me. What is something embarrassing secret not many people know about you? I have a lot of secrets, a lot, but something embarrassing. Oh, right, okay. I have a tattoo here of an E. It was my first tattoo. I got it when I just turned 15. And I tell people it's for my gran, Elizabeth, or my niece. And it is now, but when I got it, I can't believe I'm saying this, please take into account that at the point in time that I got it, the films weren't out yet. The films weren't even being thought about. It was just the books that were out, and some people think that's worse actually. But yeah, they're really terribly written, but you need to please just know that I was a little 14-year-old goth and I was in love with a vampire. Oh god. So I got this tattoo. It's an E for Edward. Yes, Edward Cullen from Twilight. Way before the fucking films. Just when it was really shit books. Nobody really knows that. I think I killed everyone that did know that. And if I didn't, I fucking should have. So yeah, that's quite embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Almost at the end. I think I've got like 1 or 2 left. I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, done that, done that, done that. What really turns you on? The thing that's been turning me on the most recently is, without a shadow of a doubt, Jamie Dornan playing Paul Spector in The Fall. Now, I'm going to say something. Please don't judge me for what I'm about to say. People are going to think I'm being ridiculous or it's very anti-woman. In fact, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it because I can't quite bring myself to say it. You know what, I'll leave that out. I'll just push that to the side and I won't say that bit, but I will say this won't ruin anything for anyone if you've only seen it up to a point, right? At one point, Jamie Dornan, my mouth is fucking watering talking about this. I'm gonna need to mop the floor. Whew! Jamie Dornan, who I thought was entirely ruined for me after I seen him play Christian Grey in 50 Shades, but he definitely wasn't ruined because then I saw him as Paul Spector. At one point in The Fall, he breaks someone's arm. Very quickly, very brutally. Oh my god, I have never been so wet in my fucking life than when he did that. I slid off the couch. I was so damp. Jesus Christ, it was amazing. It just, the look on his face, he snapped it. Oh. So yes, that's what turns me on. Jamie fucking Dornan. Now I feel like I need to say what I was going to say because it's on the tip of my tongue and I want to say it, I want to tell someone about it. But no, I can't, no, you can't say it. Aside from that, what really turns me on? lean muscles, a very nice muscular back. If you're talking about behaviour that turns me on. Jesus, my mouth is really watering. Anyway, end of questions. If you've got anything to say to me or anything to ask, this probably hasn't been as exciting as the first one. In fact, it definitely hasn't. It's been a bit grim. But yeah, if you've got any more questions or you just want to tell me that I'm shit, then please do feel free to email me. I'm going to go watch The Fall now. Again. Just that one bit. Just that one single bit where it breaks his arm. Fuck.